So we're starting this video where we ended our Oviedo to Madrid trip. We have just arrived at the Barajas lounge here at Madrid. This is Terminal 4S, which is the international terminal. We're going to travel on to London Heathrow on an A350 in business class, so that's exciting. But first it's time for a nice glass of wine. After a glass of wine and a cup of coffee and a little bit of food, it's time to go to the plane. We're very close to where the plane is, so it's a very short walk, which is very nice after the long trek we had earlier. Compliments for the designers of this airport. Madrid Barajas has been around for quite a while now. It has a beautiful sort of cross between modernism and still an organic feel to it. It's nice use of materials, of color. I do find it a bit hard to navigate through, but yeah, I think that's a problem with all massive airports like this. But yeah, I really like the design of this place. So the pleasant surprise at the gate, they had plenty of space, and so on the right hand side they had boarding groups 3 and 4, and on the left hand side they had groups 1 and 2. So where normally boarding is a big mess, here it was very organized, which was very pleasant. So there she is, a beautiful Airbus A350. Normally on this route they will use an A320 or 21, but once a day they have a sort of combined cargo and passenger flight, and for that they will use a larger plane like this Airbus A350 or an A330, I think. So the benefit of flying on this long-haul plane on this shorter route is that the business class is in a 1-2-1 configurations with lie flat seats. So we're going to enjoy that on this flight.
Attention crew and slides and cross-check. Slides 1 up and cross-check.
Slide 4 and cross-check.
Slide 2 and cross-check.
So this is a nice safety feature. I never heard this one before, where a crew will confirm on the tannoy that they have armed and cross-checked the door. So this is what a gluten-free meal looks like on Iberia in the business class. My wife has celiac disease, so although she would love to eat gluten, she can't eat gluten. In future videos we will always compare or show her meals versus my regular meals when it is available. So that's also interesting for those who also suffer from celiac disease.
Con destino a Madrid tienen su salida desde esta misma terminal. Si viajan con otra compañía aérea u otro destino, les recomendamos que comprueben en la página web de la aerolínea en la terminal de salida de sus vuelos. We will arrive at Terminal 5. Likewise, flights operated by Iberia and British Airways to Madrid depart from the same terminal. We hope to see you again soon.
And the pilot announces that they've made good time and we have arrived a bit early. That's not necessarily good news because in most cases these days there won't be a stand available, so you still have to wait as we had to do on the apron before connecting to the gate.
Flight Madrid Barajas.
It's like 2, this number go check.
This is the second longest jet bridge at Heathrow. It's 181 meters, that's almost 600 feet from the plane to the terminal. So traveling back to back from two major airports, I do notice that I prefer the usability of the Heathrow airport compared to Madrid. I do notice now that it's much easier to navigate around Heathrow than it is at Madrid. So it's not being nasty to Madrid, it's just something that I just noticed while watching both videos and remembering how I felt. So we're nearing the end of our trip. I really enjoyed this flight. Of course, it's a privilege to be on such a big airplane in business class on a inter-European flight. And the crew were very good. Food was nice. We had in-flight entertainment because a gentleman dropped his telephone into his seat. It took 3 crew members to work on his seat to see if they could find it, but they didn't. In the end, it slid out from underneath his seat in the descent. Iberia kind of redeemed himself to me. I had 2 bad experiences on Iberia Express with very unprofessional crew that had more eyes for their telephones than the passengers. We're going to find our hotel now. We're going to stay here a night before traveling back to Amsterdam. So I hope you enjoyed this trip report. Please like and subscribe. That's very important for us to keep this channel growing. Let us know in the comments if you like this trip report. And well, we'll see you in the next trip report.